society.
All right, moving now to water. We are in a decades-long drought. The Colorado River system is overtaxed. Lake Powell, Lake Mead are at record lows, and we here in Arizona are facing the possibility of some serious cutbacks because we get about a third of our water from the Colorado River. The city of Phoenix expects to enter stage 2 of their drought plan sometime this year, which could mean water surcharges for residents and other measures. Scottsdale also facing some big cutbacks. So how did we get here, and more importantly, where are we headed? Somebody who's watching all this very closely is Danny Seidan with the Arizona Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for being here, Danny. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Troy. Yeah.
All right. So 7 states share the Colorado River. We were supposed to come up with a plan, and we haven't, and it doesn't look like we're going to either.
Yeah, and this, to be clear, Arizona is not the one reacting here. We've been leading, we've been anticipating this. We've spent, you hear the statistics all the time. We use less water now than we do in 1957, despite a huge population increase. Arizona has become very good at conserving water, innovation on augmentation on water, whereas the upper basin states, in particular Colorado, has done nothing. And so we had 2 deadlines recently passed where we were supposed to have a deal on the table for this allotment, given this historic drought we're in. We brought 27% cuts from Arizona, 17 from Nevada, 10 from California, and Colorado brought 0. 0 cuts. So they are making the determination, they're trying to stall or wait this out. They're going to, unfortunately, they're going to see us in court, and that's not a place you want to see Arizona. We're good at fighting for our water. We've won it all the way up to the Supreme Court, and we'll win again.
Yeah, people have been fighting over water in the West since the pioneers got out here, right? All right, so give me a best case and worst case scenario, because this is one of those things, I feel like the sausage, we have all watched the sausage being made. I mean, what's the best case, worst case?
Best case scenario, I'll go first and say, look at our economy. Right now, we've got TSMC, the most important chip maker in the world, happening in Arizona. We've got Raytheon, protecting our troops right now overseas. We have copper mines, the largest copper deposits coming out of Arizona, and copper goes into everything. And not to mention, again, Yuma, winter lettuce, the greens. That is, over, guys, about 90% of the country's winter lettuce comes out of Yuma, Arizona.
So important industries.
It's
they need water.
For the entire country. And so that economic hit and what it could do to the cost of the economy, both in our state and nationally, I believe, best case, we get intervention from the White House. President Trump will look at this and say, this is my economy. I wanted onshoring, Arizona's on onshoring. I wanted things to be made in the U.S., Arizona is doing that. We are going to make sure they get the allotment they're entitled to from the upper Colorado River states. And he's probably going to say, Colorado's done nothing. They've been skiing and watching their snowpack disappear and doing nothing about it, no planning, and they've run their economy into the ground. They've lost about 100 businesses per quarter. I mean, they're the 6th most regulated state in the country right now, whereas Arizona has been open for business. So I think best case, intervention from White House.
30 seconds for the worst case.
Worst case is we end up in court. This goes on for a decade, and everything gets more expensive. Understand this. You'll see a lot of bad headlines. Arizona's running out of water. We're not, but as you noted, it gets very expensive. It becomes a cost of living fight versus a water fight, meaning water rates, surcharges, everything that we take for granted is about to go way up. Cities are already starting to do it now, and that's what we're fighting against.
All right, Danny Seidan, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate it. Tram.